Welcome back, everybody. Today we got another Kevin Samuels classic. And trust me, this one goes left fast.
Danny, what's going on? What did I get wrong?
Hey.
Hi.
Sorry, my internet went out earlier due to the storm.
Yeah. So I asked the question, what should black women have to do to get a high value husband? What am I wrong about here?
I think a lot of emphasis is placed on, and I'm not saying that looks isn't important. That's not what I'm saying. Let me just clarify that. What I'm saying is that while high value men, first of all, not all high value
okay,
men
man.
are attractive.
Okay. Not all high value men are what?
Are attractive.
It doesn't matter. You don't get with a man because of what he looks like. You get with a man because of what he is.
Well, there has to be some type
No,
of
ma'am.
attraction.
No. Okay, here's what we're going to do. You're how old?
26.
26. Are you married to a high value man?
No.
Okay. Have you ever been proposed to by a high value man?
No, dated.
It doesn't count. So what am I wrong about? Because I have plenty of high value clients, high value man myself, and I did just pull this out of my hand. You say it's not about looks, and it is, ma'am.
I'm not saying that it's not about looks. I'm just saying it's not all about
Yes,
looks.
it is. Yes, it is.
That's no.
Yes,
it's not.
it is. You want to know
There's
how?
more
You want to know how?
to
You
a
want to know?
person than
No.
looks.
Hey, you want to know? You want to know? Here's a simple test, Danny. Here's a simple test. Go to find any man who has $500 million or more. Go to find any man who has $30 million more, and go see the kind of women he picks after he has the money. Is she overweight, obese, or unattractive? No.
Okay, that just
That shows you that when men see, and I'm glad you came in because here's the thing, ma'am. You're in the 80% that's overweight. Why? If you know high value men want women of a certain look, and especially if you've dated them, that means you've probably been in places that are high value. You go to Ruth Chris, American Cut. You go to any nice restaurant. Do you see women 300 pounds plus sitting across from a man? As the 250 pounds. Do you see women who? Do you see women? Okay. Do you see women that are normally way more than the man sitting across from men that are two top? When they're on an intimate date, one man and one woman.
Not all high.
Okay, ma'am. I asked you a direct question. Do you normally see women?
Right, but
do you normally see women? Do you normally see women? This is why you big broads keep getting mad because you know it's true. And I will keep slapping this shit down because you can be a freaking fetish all you want to. It is about looks first. Now, if you're not going to be honest, there's no need to even talk. Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. See, if you're not going to be honest, ma'am, if you're not going to be honest, first off, I need you to listen to one thing.
I'm listening.
I need you to understand one thing. You're not going to overtalk me on my show. I'll clown you.
Okay.
I will clown the shit out of you if you do that. I'm trying to be polite, but you're not going to overtalk me on my show. Are we clear on that?
Okay. I thought we were having a.
No, we're not having. No, all right. And if you try that again, I will clown you as well. See, gentlemen, the laugh is a tell. You may be a high value fetish. You may be able to get some high value penis, but you can't get a high value husband because she doesn't have a high value man's attitude. Listen, what man would deal with this coming home to this every day? much less have this be the mother of their children. Now, from your picture, is that a bull ring in your nose? Yeah, she muted herself.
I didn't mute myself.
Oh, okay. Well,
Kevin,
is that a bull ring in your nose?
You mean a septum piercing?
Ring? Yeah, a bull ring is what I call them. Is that septum pierce?
Yeah.
Okay. And okay. So honestly, are you in Atlanta?
No, I've never been to Atlanta.
Fine. What city are you in, or a region? I don't even need to know city.
I'm in Central Florida.
Central Florida. If you go to Miami and you go to one of the 4-star, 5-star restaurants in Miami, do you see women in there with septum rings who are 200 pounds plus sitting across from men as the norm?
I see all kinds
do
of
you see disingenuous? So I will continue to do this. See, when you can't answer a question directly, that means you don't like the answer. So let's try this again. Do you see 200 plus pound women sitting over there with septum rings?
I mean, I guess if I was the person, but other than that, no.
That was pathetic.
No, you don't. Do you see women who tend to be way more than the men they're on a date with at these places? Do you see them getting out of Ferraris, Lamborghinis, big body Benzes, Bentleys? Are these the women that are normally getting out, especially when you're not dealing with black people, if you're dealing with other people? When you see a white man driving a higher end car, are you seeing an overweight white woman getting out of the car with him?
No.
Of course not.
For me personally, Kevin,
I'm sorry. Go ahead. You need to unmute. See, I try to be reasonable. You can go ahead and unmute yourself. I try to be reasonable, but when we continue to tell black women that you can look like anything and get a high value man, that hurts black women. When you think what you're doing is helpful and it's harmful. That's why we have 80% of our sisters are overweight and obese, because what you're trying to say.
No, I'm not saying that it's okay. And that's why I said that I'm actively working on my weight.
But what do you mean actively? You're 20 what?
I'm 26.
Why did you even get this size in the first place?
I told you earlier, I was heavier since I was younger.
And so here's what I'll tell to the parents. This is bullshit. You can go back and look at anybody's family album, and there were no kids that were this large. This is what happened when we had this welfare state come along. Fathers out of the houses in the neighborhoods. We've allowed the kids to sit and become obese.
You're right.
I know. And it hurts the black woman more than anything else. Because you're at the bottom. Right. Because you're at the bottom. And here's the thing: even if you say, well, fine, ain't no other group of men running to get overweight women of any group. So that's the problem. High value husbands, high value men come with beauty first. That's what it comes down to. And I cannot sit here and say that, it's about a woman's character. Listen and listen good. Listen and listen good. You have to look at what a man would pick after he is rich or wealthy to see what he really would want. That's the argument a lot of women tend to make. Well, I see lots of women who are unattractive or average looking. Yeah, but what did I say? If you want a man like that, you got to get with him early. But again, far too often you hear black women say, I don't want no build-a-boo. I don't want no struggle love. I don't want no crusty or dusty or whatever. Okay, I hear you. If you don't want to get with the man when he's young and let him build, if potential is a bad word for you, cool. Got no problem with that. Then you're going over here to the ready-made high value men side. You better be ready to go. There is none of this. I'm working on myself. Da 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 da. No, no, no. You cannot be over 21. I mean, over 18 and not ready. If you're over 18 and not ready, you're not ready. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna unmute Brittany. Let me see who's in here. Who's in here? I can't tell by the pictures. So Brittany, Diva Divine. Oh, that sounds like Diva Divine. Huh. That'll be interesting. Unmute. Diva Divine. Is that his first name? Diva?
No, this is that's my little screen name, but no, I was actually on. Oh,
Go ahead.
I'm
Go
not
ahead.
echoing. Am I?
Go.
Okay. So yeah, I was actually on the first ranking video that you did. I was the one you told I needed some glasses.
Oh, okay.
So this is Davita.
Okay.
Hi, Kevin.
Okay. I've already spoken to you. I got to get to somebody else because I want to make sure I get
Oh.
them. But you can stay here. But I want to cycle through. Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. Brittany.
Gentlemen, this Kevin Samuels conversation starts with 26-year-old Danny, who challenges one of Kevin's central arguments about what black women need to do to attract a high-value husband. Danny's position is pretty straightforward. She agrees that looks matter, but she doesn't believe looks are everything. Her argument is that not every high-value man is necessarily attractive himself, and that women should focus more on what a man actually brings to the table, rather than simply judging him by his appearance. Kevin immediately pushes back. He asks Danny a simple question. Have you ever been proposed to by a high-value man? Her answer? No. She has dated men she considers high value, but she hasn't actually married one, and Kevin uses that distinction to challenge her perspective. His argument is that when you're talking about extremely wealthy and successful men, physical attraction becomes a major part of the equation. He tells her to look at the women wealthy men choose once they have money and resources. His point is essentially, look at the results. Then Kevin asks her about the women she sees in high-end restaurants. Are they typically significantly overweight? Are they displaying the same appearance choices she's making? Are they the women sitting across from extremely wealthy men? Danny struggles to give him the direct answer he wants. And that's when the conversation becomes less about her weight and more about her attitude. Kevin repeatedly tells her not to overtalk him. He argues that if she can't sit down, listen, and have a disagreement without becoming combative, she's demonstrating exactly the kind of behavior that could make it difficult for her to maintain a relationship with the type of man she's asking for. Then he notices something else about her appearance. A septum piercing. Kevin asks whether she sees women with similar piercings, combined with significant weight, regularly dating men at the highest levels of wealth. Again, Danny doesn't give him the straightforward answer he's looking for. And Kevin's conclusion is that she's trying to argue against a reality that he believes is visible in the marketplace. And gentlemen, that's an important distinction. Because there's a huge difference between being able to attract male attention and being able to attract, marry, and maintain a relationship with the exact caliber of man you're targeting. The question isn't simply, can I get a high-value man? The question is, what does the high-value man I want actually value, and do I currently meet those standards? And that's the reality check. Do you think Kevin is right that physical appearance and presentation become more important as a man's wealth and options increase? Or was Danny right that looks shouldn't outweigh character and compatibility?